One thing I really hate about all new cars is how they are made to be disposable. Even more so, they're made to be unfixable, so you have to go to the dealer and pay them extra money for off-warranty repairs so they make more money and get more profit at your expense. Especially for something like this. The Tesla upper ball joints, which are made without a grease fitting. Why? So when the grease eventually washes out or wears out, you can't re-grease it. Then you have to go back and pay for new expensive ball joints and give the company more money. But there's an easy way to get around this, and I found it years ago. The first time this happened to me, my ball joints, they would start creaking. If I was turning left or right, or going on a bumpy road, I would hear creak, 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 and it was really loud and really annoying really quick. So the first time I paid for new ball joints, oh, it's a newer version of the ball joints, it won't happen again. Well, after about a year and a half, it did happen again. This plastic on the top is not entirely waterproof. Water runs down the control arm, gets in there, and wears out the grease. So, I'm going to show you what I did. First of all, I jacked the car up about an inch so I can get in here a little better. What you do is you go between these folds of the boot all the way down in the groove there with a nail, and you poke a hole in it in the fold with a nail. And it's okay because it's in the fold, it has pressure on it keeping it closed. It won't just come flying back out or let water get in there very easily. That's the first part. Then I'm going to take a syringe and I'm going to go in there and put the syringe in the hole and push more grease into it. I've found 3 syringe loads of grease is enough. And I'll have a year or 2 without having to re-grease it. And when it starts to creak again, I'll just come out here, clean this all off, and re-grease it. I'm never paying for a Tesla ball joint again. Now let me show you the tools involved in this operation. Here is what I use. Mobil 1 synthetic grease and a 5cc syringe. Now, your first question, you mean to tell me, Tim, you just put this syringe down in the grease and open it up and that sucks the grease up into the syringe? No, it's way too thick. That won't work. You have to pull the plunger all the way out and take your finger and push grease into the syringe until it's all the way full of grease. And yes, that's a very messy job. Now I'm going to do that so you can see what it looks like when you're ready to push a load of grease into the ball joint. And being this is a 5cc syringe, I found 3 loads of grease is enough to fill up the ball joint boot pretty well. And then, once I have the grease all in there, I will push on the ball joint boot. I will try to push the grease towards the inner side of the car. Push the grease into the boot, away from the hole, so it won't come out as much. Some will still come out, but most of it stays in there. And it just works around. It's got a good supply of grease, and you're good for a while. Now let me show you what it looks like when this syringe is filled up. And I can't touch the camera too much because my hands will be super greasy, and I'm not getting grease all over the camera. And here is the first load of grease. I got the syringe all full. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put it in there. Now some of you might be saying, hey Tim, instead of screwing around with a syringe and packing it full with your finger, why don't you get a grease gun with a needle tip on it? Wouldn't that be easier? Yes, it would. But I didn't already own a grease gun with a needle tip. So that means I would have to spend money to buy one and use it maybe once every year or 2. But I already had the syringe, so that wouldn't be a good financial investment. Save money is the same as making money. And what do I say about making money? Make more money. Okay, now, notice right here on the boot. You see how it's more spread apart now? Because I just put a load of grease in there, and it is now partially filled. And the syringe is sticking right there in the hole I made in the boot for it. Now I'm going to pull this out, refill the syringe, and pump it up 2 more times. And then my ball joints are greased for a year to 2 years. No more creaking noises that drive you crazy. And most importantly, you save a lot of money and keep corporate profit away from the greedy automakers and their service departments, who only care about their stockholders and making more money for them so they can make more money for themselves. That's how Loudmouth Tim does a little bit of winning. Now I have 3 syringes worth of grease in that boot. See how much more swelled up it is right there? Because it's got a lot of grease in it now. And once you take the syringe out after the 3rd one, you have to push on the boot on both sides of the hole. Try to push the grease around to the back side, so less will come back out, more will stay in there, and it'll keep it greased for longer. And that is how I get over on the system, strike back against the forces of corporate greed, and save money for me. And these ball joints are fine for a long time. They wouldn't wear out if they were properly greased. If they would just put a grease fitting in up there, it would be a whole lot easier. But no, that doesn't make corporate profits. Now, I remember back when I first got my Tesla. You go to the service center, you sit in the lobby, you got the big screen TV with the fancy Tesla videos playing on it. You hear the high-speed techno bop music playing in the background. Boom, da boom, da boom, da boom, da boom. Puts you in the right frame of mind. You are a winner. You're on the cutting edge of automotive development. Owning an EV. You can own an EV. You should have all the benefits of an EV. And if anything needs work on, no problem. You got a warranty for how many years and how many miles? And I took full advantage of that. Whenever something needed done, go ahead, do it, whatever. It's free to me. I'm paying enough for the car already as it is. But then, time goes on, the warranty expires, and the same thing needs to be worked on. How much for the part? How much per hour for the service charge and the labor? Well, we better find a better way to do this that's a little cheaper. And that's how things like this get learned and figured out. You know, I don't know if I need to buy a whole new ball joint if I can just re-grease the old one. Almost as good and a whole lot cheaper. The Loudmouth Tim way. Some of you may know from my website, loudmouthtim.com, home of online video, the longest running web series in the history of the internet. Way back in my old videos, I did a lot of high-end automotive repairs. So I can easily handle greasing a ball joint, even doing it the hard way, with no grease fitting and no grease gun, just using a syringe with a hole poked in the boot. It gets it done and it saves the money.